Welcome to your daily focus, November the 18th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy, the support you send my way each and every day. You guys rock. You truly do. Okay, we have the 18 energy. The 18 energy is about going within, a realization or a knowing of what truly makes us happy, of what our definition of freedom, of liberation means to us. And letting that inner child out in some way. The true essence of who you are, with your pure potential attached to it. And how do you bring that out? To feel the freedom, the liberation, to not feel the anchors tying you down, fear or anxiety, making you procrastinate or immobilize you completely. But just the opposite. How do you bring that into existence? 1 + 8 is a 9. So it is about preparing the way for the seeds that you want to plant going forward. It's about preparing the soil. It's about making sure there's enough nutrients in the soil, that you've got your checklist, that you've got a plan, you've got a strategy, you've got an outline of where you want to go and how long it might take you. So the 9 is about endings. It's, cleaning up the loose ends, putting a completion on something. But it's in order to make space for the new beginnings, the new starts, the things that we want to bring into our lives, the things we want to surround us. Whether it's love, community. If we do the numerology of the day, it's a 25. The 25 is success after great struggle. So this is the last day of our new moon energy, and then we will be going into the lunar eclipse energy. So remember that today is the new moon energy. So we can have successes today. Two plus 5 is a 7. That's standing in your truth. That's definitely about relationships, bringing in beauty, understanding where compromise is needed, but you're not giving yourself away in the process, that you're being true to yourself. And I think Mercury, is it Mercury and Neptune? Sun is in Scorpio, Moon is in Scorpio, Moon is in Taurus. Preparing the way for the lunar eclipse. Getting ready in the last degrees, too, of Taurus. So strong and powerful. But we won't go there today. We'll go there in a separate video. Because there's a lot to talk about, a lot to be aware of, a lot to digest. So we have this new moon energy that's asking us, what is it? Mercury and Neptune, I believe. So are the things that, and they're getting along, they're working with each other in order to bring in our dreams, our goals, our desires. So we may feel like there's a freedom around us, that we can draw in this freedom. Oh, they're all excited about something. I'm not really sure what it is, though. We can see the larger picture. Our imagination is intensified. Our creativity, our voice is intensified. We can see our dreams, our goals, our desires, and we can communicate them in a way that people will embrace them, understand them, support you in them. So it's actually a very beautiful energy to even set some new goals. And maybe as you go into the lunar eclipse, you see what has prevented you from ever reaching that goal before. What has stagnated you? What has held you back? Anyways, let's get to the cards. Interesting. What's the card at the bottom? The Two of Pentacles. Every decision is a good decision, but you need to make the decision. By ignoring it, by procrastinating, you are not in control of the narrative. So you have to make a decision. If you make that decision, that means you've thought it through. And even if it turns out that it wasn't the best of decisions, it was a good decision at the time. Usually in hindsight, that's when we see how it was a bad decision. But that's because we've grown in knowledge, grown in strength, grown in wisdom. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is love yourself. Know that you are entitled to whatever you dream is possible in your life. And love yourself. Look yourself in the eyes and say, I love you. Use your name. I love you, Tilly. You're fabulous. You're grand. You're beautiful. You're talented. You're compassionate. You're whatever you feel about yourself, and start telling yourself about the goodness that you hold as qualities and how you're going to fill that cup, because you are more than deserving. You are more than worthy for whatever your dream is, for whatever your goal is. We have the High Priestess back again, and now she's sitting in the middle. It's understanding the magic you hold within. Get to know yourself a little bit better. What makes you tick? What makes you happy? What makes you feel full of joy? I was a single mom with 3 kids, 2 boys with autism, and a beautiful, who's turned out to be a beautiful woman. And so there was no such thing as a vacation. Nobody ever came to get the kids. Nobody gave me extra money. It was me, myself, and I raised my kids. Well, my mom and dad too. They were strong staples, strong cornerstones. But there was never any kind of vacation or anything like that. And then one moved away, the other moved away. The other one, I thought, okay, maybe mature enough, able. My mom was next door to check in on. And I threw my suitcase in the car and I took off for 2 weeks. I just drove away, clear across the country. And I had my first vacation in 20 odd years where it was just me. And I had to think, like, what kind of food do I want to eat? Did I eat that food because it was economical, because I had to feed 3 people every time I ate, plus me? Or was it something I really enjoyed? Or was it something that made the kids smile, so I would gravitate to that to make their day? What kind of music did I want to listen to? Did I like that song because I like listening to my kids sing along to it? Or do I really like that song? What was the music I used to listen to before I had kids? What was the kind of food? Where were the places I wanted to go to? Get to know yourself. The more you understand about yourself and what makes you tick, the more your dreams become possible. The more the goals are in eyesight. In you can touch it, you can reach out, you can grab it, you can draw it in. 4 of Pentacles. Stop holding on to the things that no longer matter, that keep you imprisoned in that corner that you can't seem to move out of, push through. And start to gravitate towards what you want, because these things are holding you down. They're anchors. And in every reading, I think for the last several weeks, there's been some kind of mention of we need to let go of the baggage. We don't want to take it forward. It's not going to be pretty if we do. So take care of it. Stop procrastinating. Get it done. Make a promise to yourself. I'm doing this today. I'm going to give it this hour. Nothing else can have my focus. Turn off the TV, turn off the phone, leave it in another room. Like in the old days when the phone was just in the central part of the house and you actually had to run to get the phone. What are you holding on to? Because it's convenient, because at least you know what's going to happen, because, that's why we stay in those dead-end jobs. That's why we stay in those dead-end relationships, platonic or or not. So what are we holding on to? What are we so fearful of letting go of? Is it an obligation? Is it a responsibility? Is it a person? Is it a thing? Is it a environment? Get to know yourself. Let's get a mantra card for the day, shall we? I don't think I did the full mantra card yesterday, but you guys can do a mantra. You can take at least one sentence that I said and turn it into your mantra of the day. I'm sure of it. If not, listen to one of my videos, whether it's the new moon video, I love me video. They are on my site. They usually pop up every so often. I notice when I watch my videos that those kind of things pop up because they're just 10 minutes of different affirmations that you can adopt for your own. So, yes, if you go through the meditation, then thank you very much. But if you sit there with a pen and a piece of paper and write down some things that you want to start saying on a daily basis and watch how your world starts to change when you start to focus on a certain intention, a certain want, a certain desire, a certain goal. Prove me wrong. Go ahead. I double dare ya. Intuition. Trust your intuition. Usually when we feel like we shouldn't do it and then we do it, we regret it. Most times we feel like maybe someone's lying to us. Sometimes we feel like somebody's, being dishonest in some way. And chances are you're right. It's not you being too sensitive. It's your intuition saying something's not right here, or you meet somebody and something's off. We all read auras, even if we can't see the aura, we feel the aura. It's a simple, basic instinct that every animal, including the human species, has. A dog will tell you instantly if somebody's good or bad. How do you think these animals stay alive? They know what the predator is and they know what the friend is. That's why you can see 15 kinds of geese and ducks and swans and fowl all swimming together because they know that it's okay. They have that intuition now. Cat shows up on shore. They might move a little farther out right away because they can feel it. We can feel it. But you have to tap into it. You have to be aware of it. You have to pay attention to what your body is telling you, that gut feeling, that sense. Sometimes you get goose pimples, right? All of a sudden it's like, ooh, got cold in here all of a sudden. Trust your intuition. And the more you trust it, the more it starts leading you in the right direction. Not because of anything other than you are getting more attuned with your natural abilities that you were born with. We're told to push that down, right? They said, oh, you have to share that toy. And you're going, no, I don't. They just bit me. I'm not sharing anything with them. But we had to share the toy. We weren't allowed to listen to our intuition. In some way, in some form, we've all been turned how to shut it off. Now we have to learn how to turn it back on. And the first and the easiest way is to trust it, to ask yourself, okay, body, what do you want to tell me about the situation? Is it fear, anxiety, anticipation? Do you know the difference in how your body reacts? Your intuition is a gift to you. It is your infinite and divine intelligence guiding you in all ways, in your thoughts, in your words, in your dreams, in your deeds. Everybody has intuitive abilities, and they need to be put into practice when facing challenges. You may experience this as a gut feeling or a hunch. It's very accurate indicators of the right choices for you. Practicing and exercising your intuitive abilities can strengthen these gifts, which can give you an advantage when making decisions. Developing your intuitive abilities is probably one of the most valuable things you will ever do for yourself. Intuition is a very accurate guiding force in all aspects of life and can contribute to your success and fulfillment. The mantra is, I trust in my intuition to guide me in all areas of my life. Guide me to success in all areas of my life. Guide me to joy in all areas of my life. Guide me to love in all areas of my life. Okay, our animal today is, look at this, practice patience. Huh. Practice patience. Well, it's taken us years to get to this point in time. We're trying to change things about ourselves, and it's not comfortable. Absolutely, it's not comfortable. It's a lot easier to fall back into our habits, our ways of doing, our ways of being. But we definitely won't be going into our ways of becoming in the way we want. Anyways. Truthfulness, patience, and belief. Patience is waiting, not passively waiting. That's laziness. But to keep going when the going is hard and slow. That is patience. One day at a time, right? Raven reminds you that a situation in your life probably involves a whole lot of patience. It could be a matter that has recently arisen that is affecting your ability to be truthful with yourself along with others. Raven speaks the truth with love and patience. Don't mind the time or fear running out of time. Instead, believe that what you want to have happen will happen. It takes time. I could tell the salad story again. Go back yesterday. I told the salad story yesterday. No, so here's this energy again, right? Wow. No matter the category of life that you require patience in, whether it's love, finances, career, health, it would benefit you not to focus on the clock, but instead to work at building a strong foundation around you. It is at the right time, and you will know when that time happens, the time when you will fly again. You may not know all the factors yet that are preventing your wishes from coming true, and you don't need to. You only need to believe that the moon will light the way and help guide Raven to the right place at the right time. And therefore, you as well. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.